Oh, what's going on, guys? Um, Smoky Mountain Piper here, and today I'm going to do a review on the original Brocatus. It's more of a Cameron cigar. It's kind of tea-ish in like when it comes to the flavor type of cigar, which is really good. It's not harsh on the palate like some stuff is, how that goes. Um, but anyway, those for you out there who have Snapchat and is interested in uh, joining me on Snapchat and wanting to text me and all that type of stuff, there's that. If you want to look for me, and I've had Snapchat before, got rid of it, and then now I'm kind of going back to it. Um, like I said, I have a Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I have an Instagram. If you want to find me on those two, go right ahead. But I haven't been on Facebook in years. Um, and But I figure I would do a little video for you guys today. But yeah, I had one of these. This is my second one. They came in the mail yesterday, or let's see, what's today? Thursday? Yeah, they came in the mail yesterday. It's a Robusto size. It's not the Churchill or anything like that. It's a little bit shorter, but it's not too bad. Uh, Handmade in the Dominican Republic, and these ones do come wrapped in a piece of plastic um, with a sticker or a barcode for individual sale if you were to go to a smoke shop. But I'm gonna char this up real quick with my butane lighter that I haven't used in a while. My pipe lighter part won't. Oh wait. Well, it's broken again. Um, but I'm gonna use the uh, flame torch part to light my cigar. And I'm gonna show you guys how I light my cigars. Now, nobody really asked me, but for anyone out there that doesn't know how, I'll move my phone real quick. And you char it up a little bit. Give it a little char, give it a little char. Some people like to, use the wind and stuff like that to help start it. Like I said, the wind's blowing from this way, so I'm going to take the cigar, do it like that. Or some people, something about seeing the cherry in there, I guess, to let them know that it's fully lit and ready to go. Now, for me, that's lit. Inhaled a little. Smells great. Like I said, it has a tea type of smell to it because of the Cameron wrapper and probably the filler in it. And you just keep doing this until you get the desired but that's how I light a cigar. Um, great flavor. It's not harsh on you. I'll let that sit like that. It's pretty cool. It's a good look. But I figured I would do that. Have a little smoke with you guys, and start Snapchatting some people I haven't heard from, and I haven't heard from a buddy in over a year. Finally, I got a hold of him. That was nice. Caught up a little bit. I met a couple of people on my dating apps. One's name, well, I'm not going to give you their names out of respect, but for some odd reason, they give me their add me on Snapchat. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, like, I haven't been on Snapchat in a while. I'll see if I can get it pulled up or if I have to make another one. Of course, they're always there no matter how long you leave it. And we talk for a little bit, and all of a sudden the next day I go to text them on Snapchat and they don't message me back, and it's like, well, what the hell? Did I do something wrong? This one girl asks me, "Oh, I want to ask you a question about your disease, because I have Crohn's disease." Well, I was genuinely curious about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's cool. It's nice to have a lady, ask me about that, who might want to be my girlfriend and potentially wife one day. Um, and the reason why I put that I do have it on my dating app is so that people know what they're getting into. And I'm just being honest and straightforward. I don't want people going, getting into a relationship with me and then finding out, oh, I had no idea that you were this, um, you don't do very much or whatever. And sometimes it's hard for me to do stuff. It's not something, but I love how people, like, they they assumed I want this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, it's your fault for having it. You should have had this checked out before. Oh yeah, like I have the money to go see my doctor on a regular basis. I barely have the money to see him on a unregular basis, and I mean like months and months at a time, sometimes even years at a time before I get to see a doctor for anything. And it's like, oh, well, you brought this upon yourself, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, I didn't. I was born with it. It showed up in my life. I didn't know what it was. I was scared because, one, when you don't go to the hospital very much, or even the doctors, for any type of illnesses or broken bones or anything like that, and then all of a sudden you gotta start going to the doctors and then colonoscopies every time, it starts to get pretty annoying. But anyway, enough of that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I have had some luck on the dating app. eHarmony, I feel like it's trying, but it's like going fishing. And it's like, oh yeah, I caught a bunch of fish using wax worms and a bobber. Okay, well, you go to a spot, shady spot, or a nice sunny spot, depending on how you fish and all that junk and that jazz. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, um, and you throw your line in, and you're like, oh, okay, this guy says this spot's a good spot. So you're there for hours, not a bite. You know, just because this person says that that spot is a good spot doesn't mean it's true. Especially if you only have one bait. Like, oh, I threw in worms all day. Okay. What other bait do you have? Well, I have some spinners and I have some repellas and things like that. You didn't try any of that? No, because the guy said, worms. Okay, well, I get that. I get that. Next time, bring more than just one bait with you. And I mean live bait or whatever kind of bait. Me, I like wax worms. I like shiners. If you are a trout fisherman, I live by this. Can of corn. Can of corn every time. You will catch trout with corn. And don't get the cream corn. Don't just be like, oh, it's cream corn. I can just get rid of the cream and put the. They know for some reason trout do not like cream corn. Get the whole kernel corn, whether you take it off the cob yourself or you get it in a can. Just buy one of those 89-cent little cans and use that for bait. I mean, that can go a long way until that can goes bad, if you know what I mean. But anyway, but yeah, they quit talking to me on Snapchat, and I don't want to. The one says it was opened a day ago, so that's not good. And then one says it's pending. And it says that it says it's pending until this person adds you as a friend. I don't understand it. Why give me your information if you did not want me to contact you? I don't understand that. If I understand. Okay, if you're trying to be nice, and I'll talk to him. I'll make him feel a little good about talking to a pretty girl. Listen, I don't need your sympathy. I've talked to pretty girls before. It just because I'm not surrounded by them don't mean jack shit. Okay, um, if you want to talk to me and give me your information for a reason, do it. If you don't have no interest in talking to me, don't be a fake person and be like, oh, well, I'll just give him my Snapchat, and if he bugs me enough, I'll just report him or something like that on Snapchat. You know, okay, you know what I mean? It's just like, I wrote you guys, I'm being nice, I'm gonna leave it alone. It's just how I'm gonna do it. And even with my regular friends that I talk to, hey, how's it going? Um, you're not just, I mean, if you get a response, you get a response. If it takes a few days before that they write you back, then it takes a few days. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, even though it's already been a day now since the first girl that I thought was into me was apparently not. And now the second one, who apparently is not into me either. So it's starting to bug me a little bit, but not like to where it's like, you know what, fuck it, I give up, because you can't give up in the game. You know what I mean? It's sad to say, but sometimes you gotta bite some bullets and, go through that painstaking situations to, come out on top in a way. But for the most part, I'm quite enjoying because I got me a cigar and I got me a cold Pepsi. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Um, but I bought these. They were 39, something like that. $39 for 25, or yeah, 25 for 30 some dollars, which is not bad. Um, depending on how much money you have, I like these deals because you can get a decent amount of cigars for the time being. And then when you run out, wait about a week or two and then buy some more, depending on how much money you make. Um, But I recommend these ones right here. If you like a good Cameron cigar and you don't want it to like make your palate all your taste buds just burn the crap out of you and all that junk and make you go, dang, that's a heck of a cigar. I don't want it no more. This doesn't do that. The original Brocatus, Brocatus, Brocatus. I recommend it because it's a very good cigar. It's a mild cigar. Um, Now it does get stronger at the end, like when you first start it, and then at the end, of course. But that's typically how cigars go. But it's a good cigar. I'm not gonna complain about that. I don't have any of my cutters, so all I do is I take my knife, a little pocket knife, and do an X right there. Um, if you want to do your V cut or straight cut or whatever, that's up to you. I kind of personally like the pocket knife cut into the cigar going in because you're not cutting away tobacco or anything like that. I mean, unless you cut the tip or whatever, you're using your V cut or whatever, and then putting that into a pipe later on or whatever. Back in the day, that's up to you. Or um, I don't know, maybe you save it, put it in a bag, store it for a pipe later on. I don't know, but yeah, for me, if you don't like cutting your cigars because you think it's wasteful or something like that, ooh, take a little pocket knife. This is um Steel Warrior. I saw the blue. I have another one, really old, when I was 7 years old, maybe. One of my first knives I ever bought. Smaller than this too. I mean, it's called they're technically called baby doctor knives, and the blade looks just like this. Kind of looks a little like a scalpel type deal, sharpish crap. I bought two of them because they're only like $12 a piece, and then I bought one that was teeny tiny. I mean, like half of the size for like two something. It's a great little knife to put in your boot or to put somewhere hidden on you just in case of shit happens. So like I don't really want to think like that right now because but say a messed up situation, someone ties you up and you don't want to be tied up. You got the little knife to cut yourself out with. I mean, dang thing, you can hide it anywhere. You can hide this in a boot too as well, but whatever your preference. But yeah, Steel Warrior, you can't go wrong with them. I bought it from Smoky Not Smoky Mountain Knife Co. It's somewhere. Somewhere. It's in Tennessee. Um, It's in Sevierville. My parents and I, we used to go there all the time. My dad loved that store. For some odd reason, we quit going, either because my dad's knife collection was getting too out of hand, or my mom was, we don't need no more knives, blah, 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 blah. We all know that part. Um, but when your wife or mom or whatever like that goes, oh, I want some more flowers for the garden, well, I want a new knife. And but it's a little joke. Don't worry about it. I like flowers. I like vegetables. I like growing stuff. So hey. But I haven't been in there, but I ordered from there. Maybe 4 or 5 times now, and love that store. I would love to go there again. Y'all remember the Turtle Man and Banjo Neil before he passed away? Um, let's see. I moved down here in 2013 to North Carolina from Michigan, and we went up there in 2014, and there was a sign going through Sevierville that the Turtle Man was going to be at that Smoky Mountain Knife Co. And I didn't get to see him, which was sad. But I missed that show. If y'all remember the Turtle Man, I'm trying to remember what the show was called. Um, shoot, I can't remember what it was called. Wild Man or Call of the Wild Man, and I missed that show. I wonder if I can find it on YouTube. Squirrel and Banjo Neil, and then Turtle Man, Turtle Mom, and there's a couple of others that he would have come and help him from time to time. But I remember Squirrel. I like Squirrel. He was a good old country boy. Still is, unless he passed away, which I hope he didn't. Um, had a old school, like a hat, fedora hat, cowboy hat type, and I think he had a squirrel tail on the back of his hat, and I think that's why they called him Squirrel in this. It was something else for whatever reason, but yeah, I remember that show, and sad to say when we had to lose our old dish box, and I recorded a lot of great shows back in that time, and sad to say you can't find those shows anymore, and but some of it hopefully I can find it maybe on DVD or something. If you know anything about those old shows like that on History, I think it was on History or something like that, or AMC, maybe they have the DVDs on season or something like that or whatever. But yeah, I remember that, and me, knives, cigars, guns, things like that. I enjoy stuff, all around. I'm an all around country boy. I may have grew up in the city, but city wasn't for me. Um, it just wasn't. But like I said, if you're interested in getting your hands on some of these right here, I highly recommend it. I'm gonna do a quick shout out. Hi, Brother Steven. Hi, Brother Paul. Hi, Mama Katie. And again, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. 90 some subscribers. You guys are enjoying me for whatever reason. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Um, like I said, my channel. I do pipes. I do cigars. I do a little bit of everything. And for anyone, like I said, if you're in the western part of North Carolina, if you're a single lady and you're between the ages of 23 and I think the highest I can go is maybe 34, 35, somewhere around there, and you live in Silva, Robbinsville, something like that, and you're looking for a good country boy, and you don't mind your boy having Crohn's and not being able to do a lot of things, but when I feel good and we can go do stuff and enjoy, all that stuff, hit me up down in the comments. I really don't want to use this for dating and all that stuff, but hey, I'm just gonna throw it out there, because you never know. Someone could watch, someone, maybe your daughter maybe is, hopefully within those age groups, and um, like I said, Silva, Robbinsville, Franklin, Cherokee, close to there if you're anywhere around there. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live out of, um, uh, you know, I don't know, I guess, what's the word? Starts with a P. I'm trying to think of the word, and no, it's not P. Paranoia, I guess, of maybe something bad happening, someone finding me. But not gonna tell you where I work or anything like that. But um, like I said, if there's any single ladies out there that are looking for a good down to earth guy and is interested, let me know down in the comments. And like I said, I prefer you to be ages, 23 to, no more than 35. Because I really want to get married one day. I want to have a family one day, and I'm not trying to pressure you or anything like that. But I just, I have a lot to offer. I have a big heart, and I just want to, I want to feel like I have purpose, and I know that I'm here for because God said, or Odin, or whatever God you believe in. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. If I was to, I mean, I see myself more as a pagan than I do anything else. But you know, I don't mind dating a Christian or a Catholic or anything like that. But I'm not gonna go to church all the time. I might go a couple of times with you, or, ever so often, but all the time, probably not. So as long as you're cool with that, that's fine with me. But like I said, I just wanted to throw that out there just in case, because with my mom having heart conditions and stuff like that, she just came from home from the hospital the other day, and I know that she wants to see one of her kids get married and have kids so that she can be a grandmother. And my dad, I know he wants to take the grandkids trick or treating, and I would like to show them trick or treating here where I live at compared to where I used to trick or treat at in Michigan, where you weren't standing in a line for hours waiting for a couple pieces of candy. You went door to door to door to door getting handfuls of candy and having enough candy for about a year and a half, or until next Halloween, or even more than that. You know what I mean? So, just throwing that out there. Um, but I just really, again, to all my subscribers out there, I think I have 97 subscribers. There's people that I see that have been on here longer than I have, that have less than what I do. So I just really want to say thank you to all of you out there. And I really do appreciate you guys. And like I said, God bless. Odin bless. Whatever you are, what religion you have, may you be blessed. And maybe one day I can be blessed with, you know, a girlfriend again one day, and possibly a wife, and a few kids and things like that. And like I said, if you're interested, pop a comment down there. Even if it's not dating related, or if it's cigar related, whatever, you can write me. You can talk to me. Always feel free. And like I said, I just want to say thank you again to all my subscribers out there. And go out and get some of these at pipesandcigars.com. I guarantee you will enjoy these because they're not harsh on your palate. I don't even need the soda. Ah! My camera fell. I don't need the soda, but I have it anyway. But this is Smoky Mountain Piper, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Have a good one.